Yo, what's going on everybody? Arie here and welcome back to another video. In this one, I got a pretty interesting case study to show you. This one is probably gonna blow your mind. I mean, these kinds of numbers are pretty insane to think about, and I'm pretty sure this is really gonna motivate you to continue on your e-commerce journey if that's what you're watching this video for. So I'll give you the outline of this video. We're gonna first talk about the brand, we're gonna look at the website design, try to break it down. Then we're gonna look at their social media to see if we can uncover any secret strategies in there. And lastly, we're gonna look at their paid media, so their Facebook ads and wherever else they're driving traffic from, because that's pretty important for an e-commerce store. If you're not getting any traffic, you're not getting any sales. So we're obviously not going to waste any time here because we don't like to do that. But if you do enjoy this type of content, then make sure you subscribe to the channel for more. But without further ado, this is the brand right here. So it's called Quip. And if you're not from the US, you probably don't really know about this brand. And if you are from the US, you've probably seen this brand in a lot of places. I've actually seen this brand at a ton of different retailers. I first came across it at Target, which it's just like a big general store, basically like Walmart. And what they sell is just oral health products. So that's the niche that we're talking about today. And it's actually quite a genius niche. So let me show you real quick just how much potential this niche has. Since 2004, it has been on a continuous uptrend. And I think the reason why is obviously because people want to take care of their teeth, people want to have a good self-image, but also because dentists are pretty expensive, and let's be honest, nobody likes going to the dentist. So people want to take matters into their own hands. And just as a little side note here, when we go on Google Trends, we can actually find some more niche down opportunities within these niches. So that's a lot of niche stuff, but basically we can see here that some related queries to oral care are oral care for dogs. So that could be a really huge opportunity actually. And if we take a look at the breakout of this trend, we can see that it's starting to pop off. I mean, it's not as strong as just general oral care, but it may be a good starting point, a blue ocean opportunity that you could take advantage of. But let's first talk about some numbers here. So Quip was actually founded in 2014, so nearly 10 years ago, which does sound like a lot, but the thing is, time passes by quickly, and this is why I always urge you guys to try to create some brands, right? Like try to get out of this dropshipping mindset and try to think long term with the products that you want to sell, because then you can take advantage of the compound effect. But some crazy numbers to think about is that this company has raised over $160 million in total funding. So we're talking a 9-figure e-commerce brand right here. Now, the reason why they've been able to raise so much money is not obviously just because they created this product, right? Because it's just a simple toothbrush. I mean, it's very well designed. It looks beautiful. You guys already know I'm a sucker for good design, but it's valued so highly because they're also a tech company. As you can see now, they're actually starting to use apps to earn you rewards, but also to coach you in taking care of your teeth better. So super interesting vertical here. This brand went from a direct-to-consumer e-commerce brand to also a digital product brand. And this is what's possible when you really hone in on your store. I mean, obviously this would be the dream, right? If you could make a digital product that's relevant to your niche, then you could scale that up without having to invest any more money into cost of goods. Because once you create an app, for example, all you need to do is spend money on maintenance, but you don't really have to spend money to deliver the order, right? Because it's just an app install. So this is a genius move on their part, and I could easily see in the next few years this company being valued at over $1 billion. I mean, if they've raised over $160 million in funding, the $1 billion mark is just around the corner. So let's take a look at their website here. What I really like about this is that truthfully, it looks like any website that you and I could build. I mean, I've built websites that look just like this. However, I think where they do stand out a bit is their product photography. I mean, their product photography is top notch. This is some Apple level photography here. So they've definitely spent a lot of resources there, and the website is super quick. So that's a little tip right there too. Little side note, make sure your website is always quick. If it's not fast, it's not going to convert. And as you can see, we've been talking about this stuff a lot lately, but they are running a lot of different bundles here. In fact, that's their first tab here in their menu is bundle and save. That's a really good way to position your bundles, by the way, to just say bundle and save, because then people will know that they're going to save money by investing in these bundles, but you're also going to be able to get a higher average order value. So that's going to really help your ads. It's really going to help your brand in general. Try to have a bigger margin, and again, it helps your customers save more. So it's a mutually beneficial deal right there. So another vertical that this brand tapped into that is genius is refillable stuff. So you can either just refill your batteries and stuff like that, or your toothbrush heads manually, or you could sign up for a subscription. So they have a recurring revenue model here and the tech app that we mentioned. So yeah, I think this company is easily going to be worth $1 billion one day, but we can learn so much from this. And that's why I love making these case studies, right? Because imagine if you targeted an opportunity and took notes on all of these things that we're talking about, right? Let's say you start a pet oral care brand. You could do all these same things. You could create a subscription model for it. Then you could reinvest some of your profits into creating an app to coach people into how to actually take care of their pet's teeth and build the company of your dreams, you know, something you can actually pursue long term. So again, their landing page design is super simple, right? You got the color swatches, you got a lot of upsells here, and you got a sticky add to cart button. So all of those things are really great. And if we take a look at their mobile view, I actually realized I don't look at mobile view enough, even though mobile view is how 80% of people shop, or more even, when it comes to direct-to-consumer brands. But obviously they got a really nice layout here, lots of benefits, lots of gifts to just make it really fun. And these are all things that you can copy and, you know, use for your own stores and obviously make it fit your brand better. But again, this is a really amazing niche. We saw the Google Trends chart, we saw the valuation of this business, and we broke down all the genius things that this brand is doing to get such a high valuation. Now, what might be surprising to you is that on Instagram, which is one of their main social media platforms here, they don't really get much engagement. I mean, some of these posts do have a decent amount of engagement, but for a brand that's worth 9 figures, this is not that good, right? So there's a lot of room for improvement here when it comes to their social media strategy. And it's crazy to think about because you'd think a brand like this has it all figured out, but they clearly don't. So that's a competitive advantage that you could have, is try to improve on the things that they are lacking on. But let's actually take a look at some of the ads that they're running so you can get an idea of what kind of ads you should be running for a brand like this. Now, they actually have a lot of results here, so they are running a lot of ads on Facebook and Instagram. But besides that, the biggest social media traffic that they're getting is from YouTube. So that's another really good thing to note for a brand like this, where you should maybe educate your consumer a little bit before they buy. YouTube would be amazing, right? Because people are already on YouTube trying to educate themselves. You could run ads on channels that talk about dental hygiene and stuff like that and convert a lot of people. But nevertheless, Facebook is still a huge vertical for them when it comes to paid media. And if we take a look at their ads, I mean, they're doing all the classic things here. They're running UCG types of ads here.
Toiletry bag when you travel. First up, we have floss. Love this one. And then I also bring this one as well because I can throw it in my purse. And
this is a pretty good ad. I mean, it's just an unboxing ad. These are classic. They work really well. It's like sped up, obviously, so that it's not too boring. And then they got a nice little headline here: freshen up your oral care routine with Quip. That's a good little header. I mean, it's super simple, very minimal. Love that minimal style personally. So I've never been super consistent when it comes to brushing my teeth until I got the Quip Smart Brush. So that's a good pain point right there. They started with that hook. I mean, it's pretty good. I'm sure some people do relate to that. Hopefully none of you guys, because that's nasty. But still, you know, I'm sure a lot of people do struggle with actually brushing their teeth consistently. So they're really just promoting this as a electric toothbrush. Nothing crazy. I mean, that's literally it. So really impressive brand overall. And that's about it. I just wanted to share this with you. I've known about this brand for a while, and I've never actually taken the time to break it down like I just did. So I actually figured a lot of things out from this, especially when it comes to valuing a business and trying to add value to a business through subscriptions, through tech. All those things are really cool. I didn't really think about those things until this video. So hopefully you guys enjoyed it as well. As always, make sure you check out some of the resources in the description that I got there for you. Some of those could potentially even change your life. But with that said, I hope you guys have an amazing rest of your day, and I'll see y'all in my next video. Peace.